Hi, this is Munson from Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play a song called You Will Never Know about Imany. And it starts on an A minor chord. We're going to talk about a really easy way to do it and then talk about kind of more of the arpeggios later on in the video. But it starts on an A minor, and the way you play A minor, first finger is going to go to the B string on the first fret, second finger is going to go to the D on the second fret, and the third finger is going to go to the G string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And our intro starts with a couple A minors, and then we're going to be going to an E minor chord. And the way you play E minor, first finger is going to go A on the second fret, second finger is going to go to the D on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, it makes an E minor, and it sounds really, really sad. And then we're going to be going back to A minor, and then we're going to be going to a C major chord. And the way you play C major, first finger is going to go to B on the first fret, same place he is for A minor. Second finger is on the D on the second fret, and the third finger is on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that makes a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from C major, we're going to be going back to E minor and another E minor. So that's kind of our intro at the very beginning, even though it's really an arpeggio part, and we'll talk about what how that works in a minute. But a lot of times with a song like this, just to kind of strum through it really easily, I like using a strum pattern for a 4/4, and one of my favorite ones is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if we just tried that, we'd have A minor with the down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down. So you want to do that a lot just to kind of get your right hand used to it. But then if we tried that through our intro progression, we have an A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. It's kind of our chords for the intro. But if you wanted to sound more like the recording, there's a really cool arpeggio part at the very beginning where you play the open A string, and then we play 5th fret on the G string, and then open B, and then open E, and then go back to the G on the 5th, and then open B, and then back to 5th fret on the G. So we'd have A, G, B, E, G, B, G. We're kind of holding down 5th fret on the G string. So A, G, B, E, G, B, G, and then we do that again. A, G, B, E, G, B, G, and then we're going to go low open E, then open G, and then 4th fret on the D, and then open B, and then G string, and then 4th fret on the D, and then open G, and then we play open E, and then open G, and then 4th fret on the D, open B, or I'm sorry, open G, and then 3rd fret on the low E, and then open G, and then 4th fret on the D, and then open G. So we got open A, 5, open, open, 5, open, 5, open A, 5, open, 5, open, 5, and then low open E, open G, 4 on the D, open B, open G, 4 on the D, open G, open E, G, 4 on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the low E, open G, 4th fret on the D, open G. So we got gets repeated, and then the second time in the verses that kind of gets embellished a little bit, where we actually started off exactly the same way, but then we go to 3rd fret on the A string, which kind of implies the C chord, and then do the 5 on the G, open B, 5 on the G, but then we go to 2nd fret on the A, and then 5th fret on the G, and then open B, and then 5th fret on the G. And then we kind of play our E part like we did it before. We got open E, open G, 4th fret on the D, open B, open G, 4th fret on the D, open G, open E, open G, 4 on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the low E, open G, 4 on the open G. So so that kind of gets carried over to our verse, but a lot of that you could do with just the chords, doing the strumming too, especially if you're just starting out. That might be a little bit easier than the arpeggios. So just to try that through our verses, when we get to our verses, we're going to be doing the A minor, and then our C, and then our E minor, and then our E minor, and our A minor, and then our C, and then our E minor, and then our E minor, and then we go into the C chord, but then we're going to be going to a G major chord. And when you play G major, first finger goes A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E on the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger on the high E on the 3rd fret. And when you play all those together, that makes a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G major, we're going to be going to A minor again, and another A minor, and then we go into a D major chord. And when you play D major, first finger is going to go G on the 2nd fret, second finger on the skinny E on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and if you strum just the top 4 strings, that makes a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. So just to try that through our verse with our strum pattern, then we'd have our A minor, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down. Part where we're going to have an E minor, then an A minor, and then we go to D major, but then we go to a B7 chord. And the way you play B7, first finger is going to go D on the 1st fret, second finger on the A on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the G on the 2nd fret, and the pinky is going to go to the high E on the skinny string on the 2nd fret. And you want to play just the A string to the high E string, so you want to try and kind of kill the E string, and that's called B7, and it sounds a little bit messed up, but it's kind of supposed to. So we tried our strum pattern through our chorus. Then we have our E minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, E7, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, E7, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down. Song is our bridge part, and where on the bridge, it sounds, instead of doing down, down, up, down, up, it sounds like we'll be doing 4 downs and kind of killing the strings after each one. So we're going to start on an A minor, and what you want to do is try and do a down and then kind of kill the strings with your right hand, and we're going to be doing that 4 times for each chord. So we're going A minor with a down, kill it, down, kill it, down, kill it, down, kill it, A minor, down, kill it, down, kill it, down, kill it, down, kill it, and then an E minor, same way. E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, another E minor, A minor, A minor, E minor, E minor, and then from there we go into something that sounds like the arpeggio part, but if we were just going to strum through it, you'd have your C with down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, D, kind of the end of that. And then we'd be going to our chorus again and kind of end it on an E minor. But another weird thing about this song is rather than starting on an A minor chord, EmAmEmEm is actually starting on a C minor chord. So what you want to do is take a capo, and we're going to be putting them on 3rd fret, and then basically your A minor is now a C minor chord, your E minor chord is now a G minor chord, your C major is an E flat major chord, and then your G major is a B flat major chord, and your D major, when we get to it, is really an F major chord. So just to try that, you'd have your intro with the arpeggio. from there, you could go into your intro, or well, that would be one way to do the intro. Or you could try the intro with the strumming pattern, like we were talking about. So you'd have A minor down, down, up, down, up, A minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down. And then if we're just going to strum through our verse, we have our A minor down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, D the big down. And then we'd be going back to our chorus part where we got the E minor down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D major down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, down. And then there's kind of a return to that intro melody where we got the. But if we were just going to kind of strum through that part because we're going back into our verse, we'd have our A minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down with a big D. And then we're back to our chorus part. We got the E minor down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down. But then we'd be going to our bridge part. We got the A minor doing the downs and killing it, right? A minor, A minor, A minor, E minor, E minor, A minor, A minor, E minor, E minor. And if we were just going to strum through the next arpeggio, we'd have our C with down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D. And then we'd be going back to our chorus part where we got the E minor down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, D major down, down, up, down, B7 down, down, up, down, up, and then we kind of end on our E minor chord. But another way you could kind of work the arpeggios that we're doing is instead of doing the pick, you could actually use the fingers too. So another way to do it would be kind of doing your thumb note. And if we're taking that very first arpeggio where you got the 5th fret on the G string, you'd be doing the thumb for the A string, and then index finger for the G string, middle finger for the B string, and then the ring finger for the high E string. So you can kind of go thumb, index, middle, ring, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, ring, index, middle, index. And then when you get to the next part, you could do the thumb for the low E string, and then do the open G with the middle finger, and then do the D string with the index finger, and then the B string with the ring finger, and then middle finger for the G string, and then index for the D, and then back to the middle finger for the G. So if you kind of take that division of labor, that might make it a little bit easier. I know for me it actually feels better to do it finger styles. On that last part of the arpeggio, it kind of sounds like you're going through those pieces instead, where you got the A minor, and then 3rd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the A, open E. And then when it gets to the whole pattern, it's like, well, then you would actually be doing that again, like on your verse. Our 3rd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the A, and the E minor, and then kind of having the E minor and putting the G in the bass. But then on the last part, it sounds like you'd be doing 3rd fret on the A, and then kind of going 505, and then 505, kind of like the intro, and then going 2nd fret on the A for that same thing, and then the open A. Really cool D lick that happens right after that, where you go to D major, and then you'll be doing the D string for the bass with the thumb on this if you're doing it with the right hand fingers. But we kind of go through a D chord, going D string, G string, B string, G string, but then you go high open E, and we're going to do a hammer-on pull off the 2nd fret, and then go back to 3rd fret on the B, and then 2nd fret on the G, and then do a big down on the B. It's kind of a strum. So you got, kind of happens through that. So that verse could be like through that part of the song. So you could use that for your verse too, but it's probably going to be a little bit easier if you're starting out just to strum through that song. So, but anyway, that's the basis of how you would play You Will Never Know by EmAmEmEm. So good luck!